Guys, the perfectionist in me right now is like, I changed one poster, but I want to change this entire wall. I want to change this entire wall. Like I'm looking at it right now, and I've been looking at it before I started recording right now, and it's been like what, about 30 to 20 minutes right now, and I'm just like, nah, what would it be like if it was all probably not purple or red? I don't know. Just don't want to do any more solid colors or something. I don't know. But no wood paneling because that shit is weird. Like seriously, I've said this numerous times. It looks ugly. Just ugh. Like I gotta like this is also like the wood paneling stuff looks like this isn't my room. This is my basement. Yeah, but like, you know, but I don't know. I don't know. I might change it to something. I might change the ceiling though. Floor is probably gonna stay, but my friends, ladies, gentlemen, people of all genders, I want to just say one thing. Like, I don't know if anybody's unified with this, but so you guys remember when I talked about like a collection, like a game collection for the Soccer Wars series? Well, I was thinking. Okay, like what originally started my train of thought was like, okay, Nintendo's going after this emulation site for basically people paying for ROMs. And I was like, dude, that's the one thing you don't do. Like seriously, they probably like, oh, this motherfucker paying for ROM. This motherfucker has people paying for ROMs. I mean, trust me, I don't like Nintendo's business practices as much as the next guy. I ain't even gonna lie there. But I started to get, I don't know why I went to Soccer Wars. I don't know why my mind swam to like Soccer Wars. But it did, and that's the weird part. Now let me explain. So I was basically like, you know, what if they had a collection of various games in one thing? I don't know, man. I just was thinking about Soccer Wars because I was like, okay, man, I might stream it today. And I was going to, but then I was like, I don't know. I should, though, because I hate leaving shit unfinished. That's one thing you guys gotta know about me. I hate leaving stuff unfinished. It's like, I gotta finish it. I started it, and it needs to be finished. I don't know, maybe it's because I finished, like, the recent Soccer Awards that came on the PlayStation 4 because literally, it was a new game. I wanted to play it. I was feeling that high from playing freaking the first Soccer Wars game. So I was like, But, yeah, I finished that. But, like, back to what I was saying at hand. So I was thinking, like, for this Soccer Wars collection I was thinking about. And I'm also going to talk about a few other collections as well. Plus, we're going to talk about the Earthworm Jim. We're going to talk about the Coleco Amigo because, oh man, we got to talk about it. I've been putting that off for a while. I don't want to tell Rico to hate me, but still, because I did promote video games, one of the video games live Kickstarters where I was doing the whole manic Bugsy thing. It was just something I was trying. I think, and it kind of, you know, in retrospect, it made me look like a fucking crazy person. But I'll talk about that when we get to that. So, anyways, I'm saying, like, in this collection, I would have Soccer Wars 1, Soccer Wars 2, Maybe like the remake, the PlayStation 2 remake. If we're putting it on like, if we're putting it on the, if we're putting it on Sony. But I would want to like Soccer Wars 1, 2, 3, 4, and then probably 5. Because really it wouldn't be a complete collection without 5. And this would only be like the classic, like all the other like Soccer Wars games. Like all the classic ones before we get to, well, I'm just gonna call the reboot 6, okay? I'm gonna call the reboot 6. It's Soccer Wars 6 technically. So, yeah, and I would put like Soccer Wars columns. I don't know if Nintendo would be okay if we just put the GBA version of like Soccer Wars on this collection, but let's just say somehow I convinced Nintendo to do so. And we got both of the Soccer Wars games on this theoretical disc. I would also, if another Soccer Wars games was in the works that would follow at the events after 6, I would make it so it's kind of a secret. It's kind of like a secret bonus if you beat all the games, or at least beat half of them. But like you'd have to beat. Okay, but I wouldn't be a hard ass and say that you'd have to replay the game and get with all the girls. I mean, that would be kind of a completionist thing, but I wouldn't want you to do that because like Soccer Wars already has like completionist bonuses for various stuff. So I'd just be like, okay, I want you to play, like, okay, it would trigger after you've at least beaten the original kind of storyline, which would be all the way to 4. I feel like 5 was like the start of something I think 5 was going to be the start of some newer storyline, but it kind of never happened. So there's a lot of side games to Soccer Wars as well, so I'd put that there. And you're probably like, Bugsy, but they're all in Japanese. Nah. And if I had it my way, it would be I'd have people working around the clock to making sure that this thing is like translated and ready for the U.S. market. Just be like, boom. And it would be out. I would actually I would have like advertisement up. I'd have advertisement out. I'd have advertisement out the ass for this because I'd be like, okay. I would literally have the guy that played Sega Central, like, there'd be an actual commercial because remember, Soccer Wars started on the Saturn. So I would literally have like the guy that did Sega Central and probably someone that probably just have like, I don't know if the actual like voice actress for Sakura was actually like in that one commercial, or it was just someone that like just had the costume on. But I would show Sega Sandro looking at a scrapbook of all the stuff that Sakura has done. You know, he's not like doing anything crazy. He's not multiplying himself. He's not choking people to make them play games. He's just kind of reminiscing, and then we see Sakura just kind of walk down, and they just have this moment where they reminisce, and then it just cuts to like everything from the 4 games, and like someone goes, Sakura Wars, Legacy of Love. Oh, and I would not remix the main theme for Sakura Wars in any way. I'd probably just keep everything the way it's supposed to be, with a few modern conveniences, of course. I would probably make it a way for you to have like save states. So that way you don't have to say. So say like you're in a position where you can't just wait until the second part of the game is like the second part of this the story part is done, prompting you to save. So what you do, right? What you would basically do, and let me turn off the fan. Sorry about that. It's hot. It's freaking kind of hot in here. But I'm gonna turn it off because I want you guys to hear me a little bit better than that. You know what? Let me fix the actual time. I always have it saved to the default because I can never get up in the afternoon or morning to like have it like this. But yes. I'm kind of waiting for MUVR to like put some of the other like, you know, updates like you can have a room or a movie theater or something like that. That'd be interesting. Okay, but okay. While I'm thinking about it, we'd have like we'd have like the side, we'd have like the menu. I would kind of have it like a mixture between like most of this, like Soccer Wars 1 or 2. Like I have no frame of reference for 2, so also kind of like after you play 4, I would add I'd add an extra little epilogue at the end that kind of says, yes, Ogami did have a bloodline with whatever character you chose to be with you, and boom, stuff like that, just extra stuff. Also, I'd probably have like a theater mode, so like you can actually watch the events of the game like it's an actual show. In your gameplay of how you've actually beaten the enemy, how you've cleared a level, will be kind of part of it. Okay. I mean, other than putting it in HD, I can't really think of much. There'd be no like there would be like no DLC for this. Because I can't see, other than like cosmetic stuff, like themes and stuff, I can't really see anything that anybody would actually pay for. I had another idea for a collection, which is all the other Fantasy Star games in one big collection. You know, called like not Fantasy Star Universe. It's already kind of a thing that says that, but no. How about like Fantasy Star Multiverse? Because even though some of the Fantasy Star games and even the online games have some similarities to each other, they're different games. So I'd call this collection Fantasy Star Multiverse. And that would be a pretty cut and dried thing, is putting everything in beautiful HD and upscaling things. That's pretty much it. I think that's all I have. Because like Sonic gets Sonic Origins as a collection. I'm just saying, Sega could do that for the other franchises too that have more than just two or three games in the list. Not saying the Sonic's like that. I'm saying other franchises can have that too. Like, guys, when you pay to like have some sort of Jet Set Radio, Jet Set Future bundle disc, I mean, it'd probably be on PC or Steam, but you know, I mean, would you pay for like a bundle of Jet Set Radio and Jet Set Radio Future for those of you that haven't like got it? Um, hmm. And okay, what else am I thinking? I had something else. Because we already got the Genesis Classics. I still would want a Saturn Mini or a Dreamcast Mini. Like some people keep saying like we're gonna get like this freaking Game Gear Micro uh in the States sometime soon. I'm like, guys, we don't none of, like show of hands in like the comments. Does anyone want a Game Gear Micro? Thing is Think his ball was big as like small. It can fit in the palm of my hand, like my whole hand. And I got big fingers, guys. I got big, beefy fingers. Like, how am I gonna look playing that little thing going? I'm trying to play Sonic Triple Trouble. I'm squinting at the screen. Come on. Come on, work. That's me squinting. I know it's like, well, Bugsy, you can make a freaking Dreamcast Mini with like a Raspberry Pi, man. Like, yeah, but I'm just saying, if it was official, would you pay for like a mini Saturn and a mini Dreamcast? Would you pay for that? Heck, you know what they could do? You know what they could do, but I know that'd be like too much. Like, like somebody actually finished Sonic Extreme, right? Like, it's completely finished. Like, all the concepts are finished, and they put it on the mini Saturn. Like, they actually finished what wasn't. They actually finished what wasn't finished. And then like people go like, oh, okay, then we got we have some incentive to go get the Saturn Mini. Because the one thing I would say, the one thing that made the Super Nintendo Mini for some people wasn't just all the games they could get, but it was Star Fox 2, which did get dumped on various sites, but I'm not gonna say any more than that. Not like, but that's pretty much it. What was I about to? What other thing was I about to say? But yeah, I just think if we had like an exclusive, never before seen game on one of this on like the Saturn Mini. I don't know what we could do for the Dreamcast. Like, I was thinking like just put mostly games that people really want for the Dreamcast Mini. Like, I'm saying like let's open up a series of polls to see what people would want, and then go from there. You know, and some things would get in, other things wouldn't. I'd say if they want more, games, they could actually have. And I know this wouldn't happen. This is just something out of my own fucked up head, but what I would want for certain people is that we like some of these Dreamcast games on the Dreamcast Mini actually have, because some of the games can go online. I want these to have dedicate. I would want some of these to have dedicated servers. But I know that wouldn't be cheap. But I know if Sega actually teamed up with a certain group that have been bringing back the old servers for the Dreamcast for years. Well, let me pull them up for a minute. I want to see if there's, because I know they're still around. It was one of the reasons why I wanted a Dreamcast, because I was like, oh my god, people are still playing Dreamcast games online. Oh my god. Okay, guys. What I'm about to show you here. Let me close some of this stuff. All these other tabs. You don't need to see half of this. I was looking at Giant Cello's Futurama video. But, okay, let me switch it. Hold up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait a minute. Let me back that down. Hold up. There we go. See, here's the thing. Dreamcast Live has been setting up setting up servers so people can play. And I'm like, why not team up with them to make sure that these actually connect to those servers? And I would say that the controller, the little mini Dreamcast controller, can have like a VMU, but it wouldn't be a normal VMU. It'd be a VMU that could literally hold up like a terabyte, more than what a regular VMU can handle. Trust me on that. The VMUs are good, but we'll be getting a bunch of them. But I'm saying like a VMU that has more space than a normal one. Because unlike Nintendo, who doesn't want to work with their fans, Sega does. So I can see something like this actually happening. And it would also save cost on making actual servers themselves. And get this, they can actually call all of this SegaNet. They can just call this like classic SegaNet. They'll even have like the little internet browser and everything. That would be something that Sega could do. They wouldn't do, but it'd be pretty cool if they did. Yeah, and also, Dreamcast Live can like actually change a few schedules too. So like when the Dreamcast Mini comes out, this would be Dreamcast like for the first week or so, or month, right? It would be this whole big row will be dedicated for Dreamcast Mini launch day. Also, the Dreamcast Live would be cool. Dreamcast Live actually has things you can actually download to a VMU. Extra stuff, costumes, and old DLC. So, that's what I've been thinking. I don't know if anybody would really want to do all that, but it'd be kind of interesting if someone did. But I digress. Also, there are leaderboards. They can integrate the leaderboards from Dreamcast Live. I don't know if I'm asking for the moon, but I'm just saying for this theoretical Dreamcast Mini, I could see something like this actually being a thing. Oh yeah, for extras for both the Dreamcast Mini and Saturn Mini, let me flip it back to the virtual row. Let me flip it back. For the Dreamcast Mini and the Saturn Mini, commercials, Japanese and English commercials. And yeah, you can get most of them on YouTube, but I'm saying, like, there's been a lot of documentaries about the Dreamcast. There's been a lot of things about the Saturn. You know, you can put that on there. And here's something you could put on the Dreamcast Mini. And this would be something that is only. It'd be something that is only on the Dreamcast Mini. It's your very own updated virtual Chow Garden. But this ain't gonna be like any ordinary Chow Garden. Oh no no no. It's gonna be the testing ground for a new Chow Garden that Sega would be working on. For a new Sonic game, maybe. Or a standalone, or its own standalone game. Hey, I know some of you guys are rolling your eyes, but think about it. Think about it. We've seen with Chow Island Resort, you know, that fan game, people will literally play that game a lot just to get more chows and play a lot more and play stuff with their chows, and making that like a primary thing for the Dreamcast Mini would probably send it through the roof for the people who actually do care about chows, like yours truly and a bunch of other people. I mean, it's better than just kinda, sorta, you know, having people think that there's a new Sonic Adventure game coming out. But if you wanted to tease that, that'd be the best way. It doesn't really say like, hey, Sonic Adventure 3 is happening. We just wanted to give you this. But yeah. Actually, this is gonna be a new thing called concepts, where I just think of a concept for something, either a game or a new console. And next time we will be talking about, you know how Stadia has their little game servicing. You know how PlayStation has their own, which is called PlayStation Now? You know, there was one before all of that. Before Game Pass, before PlayStation Now, before Stadia, there was one other. And next time, I'll talk about it. With some musical accompaniment, of course. But I'll see you guys later. Peace. I forgot this, so I'm just adding this in post, but let's talk about the Coleco Amigo. You can play old Coleco Vision games and the new Earthworm Jim game that's supposed to come out for it, and I'm like, yeah, but who is it really for? Is it for people that used to play like ColecoVision games, or like is it supposed to introduce new gamers to it? I mean, only a few of us know who Earthworm Jim is. So I'd say it's for the older crowd who knew about the ColecoVision and probably want to share it with their families who aren't probably into video games. But like I said, like how my Dreamcast mini idea kind of basically added a new virtual child garden. That's what they're doing with Earthworm Jim, kind of bringing a new Earthworm Jim game to the forefront. It will probably be an exclusive for a while before going on to other consoles. But I mean, I seen this other thing that they were doing, like another original thing that looks like it's a phone game, but it also looks like a reimagining of another game. And I want the Coleco Amigo to do well, but from what I saw, I saw the E3 presentation like a month after E3, and I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want Tony Del Rico to be like, you don't know, man. I just don't know. Because it kind of looks a little bad, and that's my opinion. It could be better, but it's really, 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 like, me and my friend Nick, we were looking at it, and we were like, who is this? We were just looking like, who is this for? Like, who is going to buy this other than the people who want Earthworm Jim? Like, who is going to buy this? And for the life of me, I couldn't think of anything. I couldn't think of anybody who would want it. I don't know when it's going to come out, but I don't know. I might just get it for Earthworm Jim because literally, I don't know. Because literally, I don't know, and the only thing I'd probably want from it is Earthworm Jim. Or I could just wait until it actually goes on other consoles, but I think it's gonna be an exclusive for a while, so I'm probably gonna go for that. I don't know. But that's the last thing I wanted to say. I think maybe the Coleco Amigo will probably be good. Maybe some people will actually like it, and it won't end up like the Ouya, which I'm pretty much kind of thinking that it might. But don't get me, like, the Ouya was good at being an emulation thing, and it introduced a lot of new and experimental games, but I looked, and the business side of the Ouya was kind of it's very messed up. I doubt Tony Del Rico and the team he has will go the Ouya route, but I don't know. I just don't want something a lot of people worked hard on to be just kind of forgotten. But in my honest opinion, the Coleco Amigo does not look like it's actually going to be something that a lot of people are going to want. I feel like a certain niche is going to want this more than the average consumer. That, the people who want, like collectors. I think collectors are probably going to get this. Other people might, but who knows? I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong, but we'll see whenever it comes out. Peace. For real this time.